Alright, we're out here in the heart of Elda Granto trying to reach Esteban. If I remember correctly, Klein did say if we head west, Esteban would be impossible to miss. But which way is west exactly?
Sorry. I hate when dust flies into my mouth. It's so annoying trying to breathe in this desert.
Violet, are you alright? I just thought that after last night you'd still be...
recovering. Believe me, I still am. However, let me first and foremost apologize to you for my irrational actions last night. I was so focused on rescuing Klein that I didn't even stop to consider putting you and the rest of the team at risk. Up until now, I was honestly taking your team for granted and acted very selfish, hiding things from you all, even when your team vowed to protect us. You saved me, back there in the woods, and I didn't even stop to thank you for that. My actions were truly deplorable. In all honesty, your team could have immediately abandoned me after that. There would have been nothing I could have done to stop it. Yet even after all this, you're all still here trying to finish this mission.
Well, yeah, due to unforeseen circumstances, but everything's okay. I understood how you felt, even last night. Even so, there's a lot of questions I need to ask you to confirm what the Hero Slayers and that old villager said about you was true.
You don't need to worry about that. Instead, I'll just tell everyone my story once we head back to the cave. That way, I'll be able to answer all your questions in a single setting.
Wait, why would we head back to the cave? Don't we need to go west to Esteban?
We will. But, this is the time and season when the drakes fly west into the mountains near Esteban for mating season.
Drakes? What are those?
Flying, lesser dragons indigenous to Elda Granto. They're carnivorous and they attack in swarms. These are some of the giant beasts I've mentioned earlier about being located in this area. If we lay low and see which direction they're flying, we'll know where Esteban is located.
What sounds like thunder out here in this desert?
That's their roar. Quickly, inside the cave.
And sure enough, the drakes flew over this area just like she said, and conveniently, in the right direction we're supposed to be heading. Then once we got inside, Violet agreed to tell us everything she knew about the late hero Quake and what exactly took place between her and the Hero Slayers.
It all happened 5 years ago.
Hey, I'm the leader of the Joint Services Agency, Paul. We've heard about your situation and we know the perfect team for the job. Wait! You do? Yes! This is awesome. Lady Violet. After all this time, we finally got the best of the best to help us. You're not going to believe who they are.
Finally. I'm so relieved. Please, Klein. Tell me who they are.
They're called JSA's Grade 7. Their leader, Quake, would like to meet up with you later on to get acquainted with a real-life princess.
That sounds wonderful. I can't wait to meet him, Klein. Thank you.
Goodness, who would have thought Violet was so much like a beautiful noble princess back then? Amazing.
Oh, excuse me. Are you saying that's no longer the case?
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the story. I met up with the hero, Quake, that evening for dinner. Basically, what happened was...
This was truly an amazing night, Quake. The food, atmosphere, and service was excellent. Thank you ever so much.
The pleasure was mine, Your Highness. Your royalty, after all. You deserve only the best and nothing less.
It truly means a lot, going all out of the way for a person you've just met. Tell me, Are all members of your organization this chivalrous? If so, we should have came here ages ago.
Your compliments speak volumes, Your Excellency. However, this is just my personal welcome gift to you. It just fills my heart to see the righteous take back what's rightfully theirs.
Righteous. I must say, Quake. I've never really thought about it that way. But, it really is true. I just want to grow and become a good queen to the citizens of New Eden. Do you really think I can pull it off?
I know you will be a great queen to your people. My one request is that you allow me to continue fighting by your side. I vow to always protect and serve you.
Even more than that. I'd like you to rule beside me as its new king. How does the title, Hero King Quake, sound?
It sounds absolutely wonderful. I couldn't have thought of a better title myself. We're going to have a fresh, early start in the morning for our journey west. However, I'd like you to get acquainted with the rest of my party members. They're guaranteed to be a cast full of characters you'll love.
Sounds wonderful. I can't wait to meet them. This mission is going to be an absolute success.
The next morning, I met up with the rest of Quake's team as they proved to be just as legendary themselves.
Alright, Lady Violet, I'd like to introduce you to the other 6 party members of this team. You'll see exactly why we're called the Great Seven. This is my second in command, Elda, wielder of the Gay Bolt.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lady Violet. Our leader has told us a great deal about you. I look forward to serving you on this mission.
Thank you so much, and likewise.
Next we have Matthew, wielder of the legendary U-bow.
It's a pleasure to serve you, Your Excellency.
Oh no. The pleasure is all mine.
Next we have the legendary Leroy Jenkins.
Wait. The legendary Leroy Jenkins?
Yes, the legendary Leroy Jenkins, wielder of the legendary hammer, Bone Crusher.
Yes. We got ourselves a princess to protect. Let Leroy take care of this.
My goodness. This is such a wonderful team.
Finally, we have Maria. She's our team's signature healer when she uses the legendary Saint Staff.
Welcome, Your Majesty. Please, let me know if you need any healing. That's kinda my job after all.
I most certainly will. Thank you, Maria.
Awesome. Now that we got the introductions taken care of, let's head off to meet up with Luna and Sol.
Sol and Luna. Who are they?
They're the last 2 members of this team you must meet. Although they're not designed for fighting, these twins are the best spies the agency has ever known. They gather intel from the shadows and leave no evidence of their presence.
Wow. That's amazing. Frightening, actually. I'm actually curious to meet them myself.
Well, no use standing here. Let's all head over to the rendezvous point they lead to us.
Little did we all know what was really in store for us at that rendezvous point.
As Violet continued to explain her story, she was able to recount the tales of what Hero Quake and his remaining party members did during their journey west. This band of powerful heroes did all sorts of things, from slaying monsters and drakes to having spare time to fight each other in little sparring matches during their spare time. I really hate to be on the receiving end of whoever had to fight against these whatchamacallits. They fought rigorously, as if they were medieval knights training for battle. In this day and age, that is highly something unusual. But entertaining to watch nonetheless. Quake, on the other hand, didn't really do too many sparring matches. He just trained alone, practicing his swordplay whenever he had the chance, and fought solo when he had to slay monsters alone. never be too careful. Especially when you had to go fight against drakes. Meanwhile, in the shadows, the two other members of the Great Seven, Luna and Saul, orchestrated an underground network of spies throughout the globe to leak highly classified information to anyone within their brother/sisterhood, or secret organization. At the time, they all thought they had the necessary skills to uncover the dark secrets behind Armagas. However, the duo's entry into the Maborg marked the beginning of the end for the once Great Seven. Even so, they forged on ahead to what was actually their last great mission.
From the stories I've heard from other spies in the agency, this is what happened in Almagest.
Good to see you, Saul. I'm surprised the two of you made it this far without getting discovered.
Me, discovered. My sister and I are masters of disguise. Infantry is kinda our specialty.
Save that speech for after you finish the mission. This is the biggest operation JZ has ever dealt with. Your success means everything.
Relax, Rick. This mission is no different from the dozens of missions we've already done before. How can dealing with monsters be any worse than humans?
Look, take my advice. Don't underestimate the generals of the Maborg. They're on a completely different tier compared to us.
Right. Steer clear of any monsters you see inside the fortress. Understood.
I don't believe you understand, but whatever. Here's the instructions for both you and your sister. Follow them to the letter. Got it?
So far, so good. The monsters inside this place have yet to discover our presence. How was your meeting with Rick?
A paranoid buzzkill as usual. He did give us a detailed map of this hideout in order to find a Mubarak's database.
Well, that's the best news I've heard since coming here. The faster we hack the database and leak the information to both our team and the agency, the faster we can leave this place.
My thoughts exactly, Luna. I even told Rick that this mission is no different from the things we do every other day. Let's finish this already. Perhaps Rick was right. This place looks a lot more dangerous than I thought. It's like walking on eggshells and hoping not to get discovered.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Must destroy. Repeat, must destroy.
Whoa, this place even has androids too. Incredible. Oh, crap. This ain't good.
My word, Sol, what's happening to you? No, I must stay focused. The hack is almost complete.
You know, it's not nice to go snooping around in other people's affairs. So, did you find anything of interest?
Look, I can explain, okay. Just give me a chance.
No, it's fine really. Just keep doing what you're doing. In fact, bring the rest of your people here. We would love to give them a warm welcome.
You can't be serious. I'd never sell them out, even if it killed me.
Well, you said it, not me.
I just barely managed to escape from those monsters back there. But this makes no sense. How did they know we were here, when our trail was spotless? More importantly, I had to find Luna and know if she finished the hack to their database.
No need. We already have your sister.
My word. Who are you and what have you done with Luna?
The woman had her quintessence stripped from her. Joining her soon, you will.
You monsters. How dare you? You all will pay dearly for this.
Impossible. You're completely surrounded. Your fate is inevitable.
God.
The tranquilizer. It seems to be effective.
I swear, you monsters won't get away with this. They'll stop you, no matter what.
Perhaps someday. But not today.
That was the last time anyone heard from that pair alive. Meanwhile, in the limo.
Goodness, what's going on?
Quake, are you alright? This is Rick. It's Sol and Luna. They got captured by the Mubarak.
No, impossible. Those two were professionals. How did this happen?
I don't know. The Mubarak must have some spies on their end as well.
This makes no sense, but we're coming to save them. Our team leaves no one behind.
Quake, listen to me. This isn't the time to be a hero. No matter what, you all have to.
Rick, are you alright? Rick?
Yes. Is this the hero, Quake, we heard so much about?
Alright, that does it. Who are you?
I'm Noel of the Mubarak. We have your two sidekicks in our possession. If you'd like to see them again, meet us at the scheduled rendezvous point. Since you all want to learn so much about the Mubarak, we'd love to teach you all personally.
Quake. I'm not too sure about this. However, at that point, it was too late. Quake and his other teammates were dead set on rescuing those two. When we arrived to Almagest, the most traumatizing moment of my life took place. Quake. I understand how you feel, but please listen to me. I'm getting horrific vibes everywhere in this place. We shouldn't be here.
Lady Violet, I appreciate your concern. However, this is something we can't sweep under the rug and just ignore. Two of my party members have been captured by enemy forces. It's unthinkable to even suggest leaving them behind. We came here a team and we'll leave a team. No exceptions.
But I understand.
I never imagined the legendary hero Quake, wielder of Excalibur, to be such a Prince Charming. Quite the experience, I must say.
You vile creature. Where is Luna and Sol? Bring me my party members here and now.
Now, that was uncalled for. We've just met and you're already calling me a vile creature. Terrible. Then again, what can you expect from a human? If the other side is seen as different, it's automatically considered evil. Anyways, as promised, we'll return your party members to you.
No, what is this? Why are they covered up like that?
At that moment, the beginning of the end took place.
When the bodies of the deceased and unmasked Luna and Sol were revealed to them, a massive rage was unleashed from both Quake and the rest of his team. Their bodies looked like they were in massive pain and agony prior to their deaths as rigor mortis started to take effect. They couldn't contain themselves any longer. Quake and the rest of his team rushed toward Noelle with all their might, knowing full well that was exactly what she was planning to do in the first place. It was the perfect setup for her to unleash her dark illusion spell known as the Vision of Death, using her dark powers as a succubus to trap the entirety of Quake's team in a nightmare realm where they may see the vision of death with their very eyes. Which turned out to be a rather grotesque image indeed. One by one, each of Quake's party members all dropped before him, leaving only Quake himself to do battle in a one-on-one duel between him and Noelle, which he actually turned out to be getting the upper hand of. Then before long, there was this massive, unknown dark shadow that used some kind of dark magic to reanimate the rest of Quake's team as they all one by one started to get back up. As for who this entity was, we don't know. That was one of the greatest mysteries in all of JSA's history, as these creatures, or undead creatures, tried their best to race toward Violet for their first taste of human flesh as undead zombies. All hope seemed lost for the poor child, until Quake rushed in and tried to save her from those zombies. It was a heroic act indeed, but not without cost, as Klaus seized the opportunity to free his spirit before Violet's very eyes, when there was nothing she could do about it. What happens next? The unthinkable.